Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It is 9 o'clock on a Monday. It's time for a 5x5. This is where I take 5 subjects related to magic. Well, you know what? That's normally what it is. That'll be back next week. However, this week we are doing something very, very special. This week I am doing a video on this credit swipe. Now, this is not an exposed video. I will be doing an exposed video hopefully by the end of this week. The reason this isn't the exposed video is since it got released, I have had so many people ask me questions about this. I wanted to do a quick video answering everyone's questions and just kind of talking about what credit swipe is. And then I'll do a full exposed video at the end of the week. This has literally been one of my fastest selling tricks of all time. It got released and it's gone to second in the Penguin top 10 or top 20 bestsellers of the week, literally within about 2 hours. And I think part of the reason is this is really, really, really good value for money. This got released by Penguin at $23, which is insanely cheap for exactly what you're getting here. And I wanted to talk to you about it and basically give you a bit of information so you can make an informed decision about what this trick is. And like I say, I will be doing an exposed video a little bit later on. Also, hopefully by the end of this week, we will be announcing the winner of the next documentary series, the next Find the Star of Magic TV. We'll be announcing that this week. Anyway, back to Credit Swipe. So if you haven't seen Credit Swipe, before I do anything, I'm going to play a trailer for you. This is the trailer. Big shout out to Dalton Wayne from Penguin Magic, because Dalton has done a kick-ass job of this trailer. I think it's great. I was watching it and I was like, damn, I need to buy this. So if you haven't seen the trailer, let's have a look at the trailer first of all. And then after we've looked at the trailer, I'll talk you through exactly what this is all about.
Cards are the ultimate magic tool. Familiar, ordinary, and completely disarming. Hold your hand up, like this. Wow. This is absolutely insane. Watch this. I manipulate the chips while it's still dry. This is the ultimate EDC. This is the ultimate printing routine. This is the ultimate routine, period. This is Credit Swipe. You've probably seen a magician do a classic card printing routine where you take blank cards and you print them. It's been around for years. Well, what if I told you that you could do that exact same plot with something that every single spectator has in their wallet? Something more organic, something that everyone can relate to. That's Credit Swipe. That would be Chris Pratt.
Wow. I don't know how you mathematically did that.
I have no idea.
You do know what I'm doing.
You start off by taking out 2 credit cards from your wallet and handing it out to be looked at. And then you bring out some blank credit cards. Now, this is credit card stock, but they are blank. You show them blank on both sides. And then the magic happens. One by one, you print those cards right in front of the spectator's eyes. And when I say that you print them, you do it in their hands. And I'm not just talking about printing card after card after card. You are going to do some crazy stuff. You're going to be printing the spectator's fingers. You're going to be printing their palm print. You're going to be fusing 2 cards together. You're even going to be printing just the chip, and you can even take those chips and turn them into a credit card reveal. Like, this is absolutely insane. Stop. Turn it over.
Bro, let me see. Hold on. Whoa!
Last one. Look, come here. Do you remember your card? Stand up. Watch this.
No.
Gonna take this one. Watch. I'm gonna put all the chips on this card.
You gonna put all the...
What? Hold the edge. Like that. Now, hang on. Put your other hand like that.
This hand?
Like that. Yeah. Turn everything over. What was your card?
7 of hearts.
Slowly pull your hand back. 7 of hearts.
7 of hearts.
Think 7 of hearts. Say it out loud.
7 of hearts.
Louder.
7 of hearts.
Louder.
7 of hearts. Get go!
Let me tell you why this is so amazing. So first of all, it's super commercial. I've got multiple handlings on the project. You can do it on a table, you can do it in the spectator's hand, you can do it strolling, you can do it walk around. The magic happens in the hands of the spectators. It fits inside your wallet. It's good to go anytime, anywhere. The cards are made out of plastic. Now that means that they are gonna last forever. If you get them covered in beer, it's not a problem. Just wipe it off. At the end, everything is examinable. And when you put them back in your wallet, you are instantly reset. Now, on top of all of this, I've built a bonus routine into this as well. On the credit card you receive, you've got a celebrity reveal built into the 16-digit number on the card. Now, this could have been a separate release, but you're having this included in the project for free. Do you remember at the very beginning I gave you a credit card?
Yeah.
You could have thought of any celebrity.
Sure.
You thought of Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
The first digit is 3. What's the third letter? C. Write a C there. The 8th letter is H. 19. What's 19? 19 is an S. That says Chris. Hang on, hang on. Hang on, there's a lot of Chris's, that's right.
There's a lot of Chris here.
16 is a P. Put a P.
Ah, no!
And then we got 2 20s. 20 is T. Put 2 T's in. That would be Chris Pratt. My name's Craig Petty, and you're about to learn the most visual magic trick you've ever learned. This is the ultimate EDC. This is the ultimate printing routine. This is the ultimate routine, period. This is Credit Swipe.
So that's the trailer, and big shout out to Dalton. So credit swipe. Basically, I've been waiting for this to come out for so long. I've been waiting for this to come out for around about 3 years. This got filmed at the same time as Magic Button, and Magic Button was released at the beginning of 2024, and that took about a year to come out. So we've been sitting on this for a long time, and that's what happens sometimes. If you're a magic creator and you're new to this industry and you're going to start working with companies, be prepared to wait. One of the things that I don't think people realize is just how long it takes for things to happen. It can take a very, very, very long time. There's a trick coming out, hopefully, in the next couple of months from Alakazam that I've been working on now, or I've been waiting to have come out for longer than Credit Swipe. But this has been part of my everyday carry for years, and I absolutely love Credit Swipe. Now, what you get is you get 12 credit cards, or you get 12 custom-made credit cards. Now, this is not an exposed video, so I'm going to go into this properly a little bit later on. But 2 of the cards that you get, and this just sits in my wallet. So 2 of the cards you get just look like normal credit cards. You can sign them on the back if you want to, absolutely fine. These look like normal credit cards. And these are designed, basically, to look like the sort of cards that you get if you're topping up, you know, like it doesn't have a particular name on it. You know, when you want to get a prepaid credit card or a prepaid debit card, which was a concept that I first saw Paul Fowler use in Overdraft by the 1914. That's what these are designed for. And the idea is that you bring them out your wallet and you say, I'm going to show you something with a couple of credit cards. Now, before we go any further, I just want to say that this is based on, or the original inspiration for this was Daryl's Presto Printo. I have done Presto Printo for years. And if you've never done Presto Printo, it's one of the best card tricks. It's one of the best packet tricks of all time. And the reason Presto Printo is so good is because it really captures people's imagination. It's a printing routine, but the printing goes wrong and crazy stuff happens, and each card becomes more and more impossible, right? Now, other people have done things with printing in the past. Joshua Jay's had printing routines. Dominic DeWivian's had printing routines. But I think most people think of Daryl when it comes to printing routines because of Presto Printo, which is why I went to Murphy's and I got permission from Murphy's Magic to actually release this with Penguin. And thank you so much to Patrick, who said yes. They actually hold the rights to the Daryl estate when Daryl passed on. Daryl, if you don't know, was one of the greatest magicians of all time. He was known as the magician's magician. He didn't just create Presto Printo, but so many great routines. But when he passed on, Murphy's bought the rights to the Daryl estate and therefore the rights to Presto Printo. And that is the inspiration behind this. Now, the monster routine that you're going to see in a bit was inspired basically by Presto Printo. However, one question that's come up when I've been talking about this online is, do you have to use all the cards? Because you get a load of cards. Blank cards, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You get 10 cards, and you also get 2 credit cards. And people have said that's a lot of cards to fit in your wallet for an everyday carry. And you're absolutely correct. You don't have to do the monster routine if you don't want to. You don't have to do that. You can do a shorter version. In fact, the monster routine, which is based on Presto Printo, is not the main routine on Credit Swipe. The main routine on Credit Swipe just uses 5 blank cards. So it uses 5 blank credit card stock. And you bring 5 cards out, and you also bring out 1 of your credit cards, right? So if you want to do that routine, the main routine, you just take 5 credit cards, which take up no space. These 5 credit cards, they take up literally that. They fit in 1 credit card compartment, right? So they fit in 1 credit card compartment, and this will go into another credit card compartment. And when you want to do this, you can do it without a table. There's no table needed. You can do it walk around. There's walk around handlings on there. You can literally just take out these 5 cards, take out your credit card, and you are good to go. So for those people that said, do you have to have 10 cards down on the table and do printing with all? No, you don't have to. I go through so many different ideas. And if you're maybe a social performer, an amateur, a hobbyist, and you want to do something that fits in your wallet and you're ready to go anytime, anywhere, then just having 5 cards, or honestly, there's a jamming session, I'll talk about that later on, where I just use a couple of cards. You can do that if you want to, that's fine. Or you can use all 10 cards. But the monster routine is great because you just have this in your wallet, you bring it out, you bring out the 5 cards, and you're good to go with that main routine. Let's have a look at performance of the main routine so you can see exactly what that looks like.
Can I trust you to hold on to my credit cards? Okay. Don't go spending money at the bar. Right. I want to show you something. Have you ever seen anything like this before? Have you seen anything like this before? Have you seen anything like this before? These are credit card blanks. There's no ink on them. These are what credit cards look like before they're printed. Very difficult to, that would be where the signature strip is, right? They're not credit cards. But what credit cards would be if they were printed. You got a credit or a debit card, right? So when you had one, at some point it was like this. And then it got printed. All right? We're going to try and do something with these 5 cards. And the reason this is the big finish is because I guarantee you've never seen anything like this before. Now I need you to help me. Before I show you this incredible moment of strange, we're going to use a deck of cards. All right? And there are 52 cards. They're all there, they're all different. You're going to pick one. Do me a favor, say stop. Look at that card, show everyone, don't show me. You got it? Put it back. So give me the red one. got more money on the red one. This is how magicians make money. We don't need to get booked, we can do this. We take these credit card blanks, we touch them next to a credit card. Watch this, hold your hand out. If I just do this, it starts the printing process, and that exact side, I can print on that. But look at it, it's in reverse. Because I printed it on that one. So the numbers, the logo, everything is in reverse. It doesn't matter though, because all I need is the 16-digit number and the pin. Let's do this again, watch. Now, if you're gonna do this, don't shake the card before you print it. Do you know why? It takes 5 seconds to print. So if I do this, and I do this, it affects the printing process. Turn it over. You can't use that in the shop. You can't use that in the shop. How can you pen that, right? You don't need the signature strip, but you need to be able to see the numbers. But when you realize that you can print anything, I could take this card, no, that one. I can take this card and give me the blue one. Watch this. Hold your hand out. I print the blue one. I print the red one. I wait a second and it prints red. But watch. I pull the red away and you see the blue underneath. I got 2 cards left. You want to see it again? Watch. We'll just use the chip.
Okay.
Just the chip, because that's the most important part, right? The chip.
Okay.
That's the bit that pays for all the money. Watch. You see that? But you picked a card, right? I'm a magician. Let me see if I can use these chips to find your card. Watch. Watch, 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 watch. You remember your card? You remember your card?
I think so.
Watch. I print the chips onto this card. I print the chips onto this card. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. I manipulate the chips while it's still dry.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I just feel like there's no way. Something's wrong. Oh my goodness. Something's
Guys,
wrong.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Oh my
Thank you
gosh.
so much. Thank you.
So as you can see from that routine, you don't have to use 10 cards. You can use 5. Like I said, you can use 2. You can use 1. We'll talk about that later on. You can use 3. It's completely up to you. And the nice thing is you get a load of different gaffs. So you have options in terms of how to structure the routine. If you don't want to do a card reveal at the end, you don't have to. If you prefer to do like the palm print instead of like the shake change, for example, or the tap change, you can do all of that. It's completely up to you. The options open to you are just ridiculous. And the other thing is, this trick is almost completely self-working. There's one move that's used at the beginning to show the cards are blank. It's a different move in the monster routine and the main routine, but both of them are very easy moves to do. And I do go through options if you don't do either of those moves, but credit card stop makes it super easy. But outside of that, it's completely self-working. But like I say, there's options, so you don't have to use the. If you're doing a routine with 5 cards or 4 cards or 3 cards, you don't have to use the same cards as me. Now, I will tell you that my favourite way to end this is with the card reveal, the 7 of Hearts card reveal. I think that gives it kind of a big, punctuated ending. I do love the fact that the last one is like boom and that's your card. I love that moment. I think that gives it a sense of finality, because the problem with some printing routines that I've seen in the past, it kind of gets right, I've printed this, I've printed this, I've printed this, there's no finale. It's kind of like, and now they've all printed, which is the problem with some wildcard routines. But with this, having that playing card reveal at the end, it kind of gives everything a big finish. But if you don't want to, I've got a friend who I gave a copy of this to over a year ago, and he actually finishes with the palm reveal because he thinks, you know, printing that palm on there is the strongest moment, and it's a great ending. And that's absolutely fine. You can do that. And I talk about that on the project, that you've got options. The cool thing is when you finish the routine, everything's examinable, and they do want to examine it. You can see that on the live performances. They always want to look at it and check it, and it's amazing, really. What's really cool about it is it really does feel, I love the hook line with this because I think using credit cards makes it so much stronger than playing cards, because it's kind of like playing cards. Okay, that's cool, that's great. And there's nothing wrong with playing cards. I've done Presto Printo for years. But you have credit cards. One, I think it looks a little bit more impossible. Two, it's more organic. Everybody knows what a credit card is. Three, obviously, if you get beer over them or something, you just wipe it off, not a problem. I just think credit cards are better, in my opinion. It's also got a stronger hook, because I like talking about, hey, the problem with magicians is they'll steal your data, but they don't need the whole credit card. They just need the 16-digit number. Let me show you what that looks like. And it's a great hook. It's an interesting hook. It's like a magical pickpocketing routine. It does actually fit really nicely into a pickpocketing act. So that's the main routine. Now, obviously, you've also got the monster routine, which makes use of all of the cards. Now, I'll be honest, I only do the monster routine when I'm actually gigging, because I'm going to be carrying around a stack of blank cards. Now, what I typically do is I will have the 10 blank cards, I'll wrap an elastic band around them, and I'll throw them in my top pocket. Now, that takes up very little space, but it means that I can then go into this and say, hey, have you ever seen this before? These are blank credit cards. These are what cards look like before they're printed. And I can go into that monster routine without actually having to have all of these cards in my wallet. Now, could you keep all 10 of those cards in your wallet? Absolutely, for sure you could. Could you do this as an everyday carry, mix and mingle piece? Absolutely, if you wanted to, you could. But I like to reserve this to gigs. If I'm gigging, this is the version I'm going to use. So I'm going to show you that right now. Let's have a look at a performance in the real world of the monster routine.
You ready? Watch this. So, in the UK, you can go into shops and you can get prepaid debit cards. You get those there?
Probably like a Walmart.
Yeah. That's what these are. Have a look at them.
Prepaid cards.
Yeah? Are we good?
I think so.
Good.
I'll check them out.
Nice. So, are you ready? Yeah?
Yeah.
This is the most insane thing that I've ever seen. I promise. Is that a real pocket? No, it's not. All right.
No, it's not. No.
Watch this. Do you know what these are?
I do not know.
These are credit card blanks.
These are blanks?
Yeah, this is, like when you have a credit card or a debit card printed,
these are blanks.
they print them on there.
Right.
We've got a whole bunch of them. This side here, this is where the 16-digit number would be. Right?
Right.
The other side here, this is where the signature strip would be. Like you'd sign it there.
Right.
They're blank on that side. They're blank on that side. Is that fair?
Fair.
Yeah.
I agree.
Watch. I'm going to go really slowly.
Okay.
One there. Make sure that when I'm putting these down, I'm not cheating.
All right.
One. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Last two. All right? Now, there's one other thing I need you to do. I got a pack of cards.
Okay.
Do you play cards?
I do.
Hold the box. What games do you play?
Like speed.
All right. You're going to grab a card, all right?
Okay.
Say stop.
Stop.
You got it? Remember that card.
I did. I got it.
Watch. Come down here. You ready?
I am.
You saw these cards are all blank, yeah?
I am.
You examined these credit cards.
I did.
Hold your hand out. First one. Boom. I print it. Second one, watch. Boom. Print it.
Yo, what the fuck?
Watch this. Next one, yeah? Gonna go slowly.
Yeah.
Hold your hand like that. I snap, shake it like that. Shake it. Take it. Take
this
it.
one,
Shake it like that, yeah. Turn it over. It's blurred. Take that one.
I'm like mind blown. Like
Watch. This one, yeah? If I do this,
How do I go back to work after this, though?
watch that, the fingers.
Right. Can you fix my car?
Watch this one. Take this, right, take this, put them there. Just put them there, right.
Down.
Watch this. Take this one and tap it. Hard. Look at the numbers.
Bro, the numbers all down in the corner. How do you do this?
Watch, hold your hand out. Put that down. Hold your hand out. Like this.
Get the fuck out. Bro, that's a damn hand, bro. That's your this hand. Is kind of crazy. I got goosebumps. Yo, what the fuck? That's my hand, Bree. That's my hand. That's your hand.
Watch. This one. This one. Hold it like that, right there. Just there.
I'm sorry.
You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Bro, these were clean.
This one. Watch. Are you ready? I'm gonna print the blue one.
I hope so.
Watch. Watch the blue one. The red one. Yeah? I do this. I print the red one. Pull the ink away. There's the blue one.
I'm lost for words. Like, I have no words to create.
Two more. 2 left. Look, do you want to use the blue one or do you want to use the red one?
Always the blue one.
Hold that there. Do you know what the biggest part, the most important part of the card is? Stop there, the chip.
Yeah, the chip.
Yeah, hold it. Take this one, hold it like that. Tap that one against the chip 20 times. Go. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Stop. Turn it over.
Bro, let me see. Hold up.
Last one. Look, come here. Do you remember your card?
You put me through a lot of shit right now.
You remember your card?
I do.
Stand up. Watch this.
No.
Gonna take this one. Watch. I'm gonna put all the chips on this card.
You gonna put all the...
What? Hold the edge. Like that. Now, hang on. Put your other hand like that.
This hand?
Like that. Yeah. Turn everything over. What was your card?
7 of hearts.
Slowly pull your hand back. 7 of hearts.
7 of hearts.
Think 7 of hearts. Say it out loud.
7 of hearts.
Louder.
7 of hearts.
Louder.
7 of hearts. Get the... I got 10 of the video smiling. David playing, calling our own fat, they got nothing to do with it. Nasty, bro. Houdini, nobody.
Now, like I said, I have been doing this. I've been doing this for about 5 years, but I've been waiting for this to come out for about 3 years. And man alive, I'm telling you, this is so strong. This is one of the like, I've always loved printing routines. Like I said, I've done Presto Printo for years. And when I actually came up with this concept, I thought, oh, this is going to be a really cool variation of Presto Printo. I never actually intended to market it, in all honesty. It was just something I wanted to do for myself. I had the cards designed, I had it made up for myself. But when I actually started performing it and realizing just how much more powerful it is than any other printing routine with cards that I've ever seen, I realized this is something that I wanted other people to get into their hands as well. And it really, if you've ever done a wild card, if you've ever done a printing routine, you know how strong that is. Well, you start doing printing routines with this, my God, it's next level stuff. It's really next level stuff because people are convinced. Now, look at those performances. Somebody on the cafe said, hey, when you put the blank cards down on the table, do people want to pick them up? No, they don't, because one, the routine's really fast paced, but two, they've just seen them blank on both sides. There's no suspicion. And I do go through other ways of actually doing this and different packet trick techniques that you can apply to credit cards. But in all honesty, bottom line, when it's all said and done, nobody's suspicious of anything. Nobody wants to pick them up because they're looking. It's an interesting thing. Look, I talk about this all the time. You've heard me on the channel talk about creating an impossible object. One of the reasons I think Keymaster, which is my trick with keys, is so strong is because you're creating an impossible object. Nobody has seen a hole on the stem of a key before. Nobody has seen two holes on a key before. So when you open up their hand and they realize that there's two holes on a key, that's an impossible object. They want to pass it around. They want to look at it. It's like a jumbo coin. Well, it's the same thing with this. When you print a card and all of the numbers have dropped down to the other end, man alive, people want to examine that. They want to look at it. They can't believe it. It doesn't look like it makes any sense because they just saw a blank card and boom, now it's been printed. Like, what? It's ridiculously strong. And if you've never done a printing effect before, try it. And if you have done a printing effect, especially something like a Presto Printo, when you realize just how stronger this is, man, it just blows people away. It really does. You see the reactions. Those are typical. They really are. People, and the other thing is, it's not a card trick, is it? It's not a card trick. It's not a coin trick. We're always looking for something a little different. You know, Surge Merge came out from Chris James and James Keatley recently. I love that trick. I love their stuff. Anytime you do tricks with credit cards, people sit up and pay attention. Everyone knows what a credit card is. It all makes sense. So when you be able to do credit card tricks and you're having them print, man, that's really strong. So that's the monster routine. Does it take up a little bit more space? Yes. Do you need a table? Really, if you're going to use that many cards, yes. But it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. Right time, right place. It's absolutely worth it. The cool thing about this is you've got options. In fact, sometimes I don't even do the printing routine. And that brings me to the third thing. By the way, this tutorial is less than an hour long. It actually runs for an hour and 14 minutes, but there's about 25 minutes of live performances. If you've been waiting for a Craig Petty trick that isn't that long and doesn't take that long to learn, this is the one. And the reason is, there's not much to explain. It's very easy. But what I did is on one of the credit cards, I built a celebrity reveal in. And I'm telling you, sometimes I'll do just that trick. In fact, this could be a standalone trick in its own right. So what I did is I built a celebrity reveal into the 16-digit number on the card. I'm not going to say any more. I want you to just watch this performance and you'll see exactly what I mean.
I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is. Oh, no. No, I am. So, if this doesn't work out, you get everything in my debit card. You get to clear my bank. You can go to any ATM, put that in, I'll give you the code, you can clear that thing out.
I feel like those numbers aren't raised. It's not a real card.
Oh, it is a real card.
That's a real one. That's actually a real
It
one.
really is.
University
What I do is I've got the shittest credit rating in the world. So you can go to shops now and you can get like a pre-topped up card.
Oh.
So, you know, like you can get like, this has got like $500 on it. So like you can just get that. That's why it's not got a name on it, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay. But,
who cares?
I mean, yeah.
I got
I
some.
care. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
It can catch fire.
I got something else. I got stuff. What does that say?
Prediction.
Prediction. This is a prediction. I'm going to put it right there. It's a prediction that's going to happen in a second. All right. This one has nothing on it. Now, let me explain what's going to happen because this is crazy stuff. Remember, that's the collateral. All right. So watch. Where's my phone? It's here. So, if I asked you to think of a celebrity, most of the time, people tend to think of the same 3 or 4 celebrities.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird, but they do. So instead, we're going to make it random. I went on Google, and I looked at celebrities, and the top 100 celebrities of all time, I put them in a notes page on my phone.
Okay.
We're going to pick one of them at random. You're going to give me a number from 1 to 100.
Okay.
What number?
5.
That's a very short number. Are you sure?
Sure.
Because that's weird, because that's my IQ. Are you sure you want 5? You're happy with 5, yeah? Check this out. There's my notes page.
Okay.
Do you see celebrities right there?
Yeah.
We're going to open it up. What's at 5?
Chris Pratt.
Now just scroll through that. Make sure it's not Chris Pratt 100 times.
Nope.
Do you know Chris Pratt? Like, he's big at the moment because Guardians of the Galaxy 3 has just come out, right? Okay, Chris Pratt. But to be honest, I preferred him in Jurassic Park.
Oh, yeah.
But you could have gone with anyone, but you went with Chris
I
Pratt.
like Guardians. It's okay.
Here's the thing. That prediction has been there from the beginning. If I told you that predicted the celebrity that you were thinking of, would that be good?
That would be great. That'd
Think about that. That'd be impossible, right?
be right.
Sean, that'd be amazing.
That'd be really amazing.
Have a look. There it is, right? Yeah, that's Chris Pratt.
What?
No. What you have here. Sorry, let me explain. This is the alphabet. This
Okay.
is like 1 is A, 2 is B,
Okay.
3 is C, all the way through to 26, which is Z, right?
Sure.
Take this file card, Chris. Sorry, Sean.
Yeah.
Let me give you a pen.
Okay.
Do you remember at the very beginning I gave you a credit card?
Yeah.
You could have thought of any celebrity.
Sure.
You thought of Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
The first digit is 3. What's the third letter? C. Write a C there. The 8th letter is H. Put a H. Now, the 1 is A, but that wouldn't work. But 18, 1 and 8 is R. Why don't you put an R in? 9. What's 9? That's an I. 19. What's 19? 19 is an S. That says Chris. That's fucked up. But hang on. Hang on, there's a lot of Chris's, that's right.
There's a lot of Chris here.
16 is a P. Put a P.
Ah, no!
1 and 8 is an R. 1 and 8 is an R. And then 1 is an A. And then we got 2 20s. 20 is T. Put 2 T's in. That would be Chris fucking Pratt.
I don't know how you mathematically did that, man.
I have no idea.
Oh, you do know what I'm doing.
No idea. You could have thought of anyone.
That is amazing.
You can keep that as a souvenir.
Thank you.
No problem. There you go. Look at that. Can I have that back? You don't mind it.
Now you saw the reactions to the guy. You saw the reactions from the guy to this, which is in essence really it's a mentalism trick. It's a mentalism trick. But what's really interesting is the reveal of the celebrity. You can force the celebrity in whatever way that you want to force the celebrity. The interesting thing is the 16-digit number being used for the reveal. I love that moment when they open up the prediction and they think that's going to be correct, and they've got an alphabet there, and they're writing down the numbers off the credit card and what the letters are, and they slowly start to see that the name that's actually being written down is the name that they're thinking of. It's a very, very strong moment. And I could have actually put that on a credit card and probably sold it on its own, but I wanted to include it with Credit Swipe. And that gives you guys options. If you have 1 or 2 credit cards in your wallet and 3 or 4 blank cards, you are going to be able to perform a really cool printing effect and a really strong mentalism reveal, all with just a few cards in your wallet. I mean, let's be honest, isn't that the ultimate everyday carry? And look, I'm proud of this trick. I'm so proud of this trick. I'm proud of this trick for the simple reason that I think this trick is absolutely freaking amazing. And I'm so glad that it's finally come out. And I can't believe it's $23. What a Penguin thinking of? Yeah, now there's one more section on the tutorial, which is a jamming section where I talk about other things that you can do with these credit cards, other ideas, other moves. And I'm telling you, anyone that's half creative will come up with some brilliant ideas with these custom printed credit cards. And I know that because I'm already seeing people do that. Now, Chris Hannawell, who is an incredible magician, very good friend of mine, lives over in Columbus, works with Penguin. He is one of the stars of the Penguin Magic YouTube channel. If you haven't checked out Penguin Magic's YouTube, you got to go and check it out. The guys on there are brilliant. Anyway, Chris, on their latest news program, actually performed a couple of bits and pieces with Credit Swipe, and he took a couple of the gimmicks that you get in the set, and he was using it along with a couple of simple switches to perform other routines with this set as well. Let's have a look at this. Right, there's nothing else to say. I'm going to do a full exposed video on this a little bit later on. I'm going to even go through the moves that you need to show the cards blank. But in all honesty with you, a lot of people are knowing what you're getting here. I'm always completely honest with you guys. And I want to tell you the truth. I want to tell you the truth. This is just some specially printed cards, and the specially printed cards allow you to perform the routines that you've just seen performed. It's very, very easy to do. There's one or two simple moves that most of you probably recognize. But the real power in this is the impact it has on the audience and how it makes the audience feel. It's a relatable product. Everyone knows what credit cards are. The magic happens in the hands of the spectators. It creates an impossible object. It's a multi-phase routine that's over very, very quickly. You've got options in terms of how to perform it. You can do it with no table. It's an instant reset. It fits in your wallet. It's examinable. There's no angle issues. It's an incredible hook line. Honestly, I think this is probably as strong as, if not stronger than Keymaster, which has always been my favorite everyday carry that I've ever created. And I think this is probably up there, if not eclipses Keymaster a little bit. And I love performing it, and I love doing it, and I can't wait. The annoying thing as a creator is not being able to talk about this stuff until it comes out. You're not allowed to say anything about it. And I've been wanting to talk about this for absolutely ages, and I'm so glad that I finally can. And I can't wait for people to do videos performing this, because I'm telling you right now, this is going to get better reactions than you could possibly ever imagine for 23 bucks. So do me a favor, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know if you've picked it up or if you're going to pick it up, and let me know what you think. Outside of that, I will be back again very, very soon with another video. I'm going to be back again soon. And look at some of the stuff we put up last week. Look at the Magician's Triangle. Look at the free lecture on ChatGPT. I'm trying to load this channel up with free content that helps make you guys a better magician. So if you guys want to see anything in particular on this channel, let me know. If not, pick this up. You can get them from Penguin if you're in the UK. I think we have some on the Magic TV Magic TV website. That's magictv.org. Outside of that, I'll see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of Credit Swipe. My name's Craig, and this is Magic TV.